So, one of the things about backpacking through Europe is it's obviously more expensive than Asia or South America or India, wherever it is you're going. Because we're long-term backpackers, we obviously have a smaller budget than the average sort of holiday maker. But we tend to look for the cheapest accommodation with okay ratings. So, you know, we want it to be fairly nice and comfortable. We also want cheap, so it's pretty much the cheapest ones we can find, really. But what that means is that in Croatia, for example, you know, you're staying quite far out. You're getting properties that are, you know, far out away from like the busy towns and beaches, and you have to walk or catch the bus. But that's cool. You know, we're okay with that. The kids don't mind walking. We don't mind walking, or we can catch the bus. But it means that sometimes you have to stay, you know, in the sort of suburbs, the urban areas.
We've spent the day on the beach in Split. Well, on a bit of concrete by the beach in Split. It's not really the nicest setting, but it's all for a good cause, because we're now waiting for our catamaran to go to the island of Brač, and we're going to be staying in Bol, so we're very excited.
So welcome to second part of our Croatia trip, which is the Dalmatian coast?
Yeah, the
Dalmatian coast. So first thing we noticed when we arrived here actually was how beautiful it is.
Oh, it's stunning. From driving through the inland,
yeah.
All of the landscape's really beautiful, and then to get to the coast we had to drive through a really long tunnel, which the girls thought was amazing. We plopped out the other side to the turquoise sea, and then the backdrop of the huge white mountains.
Croatia now is actually, depending on who you ask, between, I think it's like 20 and 40% of capacity at the moment, which means that tourist numbers are still really massively low. But the beaches are still so packed. you know, you can find quiet patches here and there, but you've got to have a car and you've got to look. But you know,
so we're lucky we've come to see it at such low numbers. I think it would drive us mad
I
if it was at full.
can't imagine how busy it gets when it's like 100%, because that would be a massive amount more people. But anyway, so we started in
we got to Bascavoda first. Really nice. It was a really pretty town, real holiday town. Lots of restaurants and things.
Yeah, a lot going on. You know,
nice.
lots of people there, lots of families having a great time. Again, it was a beautiful place, turquoise blue waters, crystal clear, mountain backdrop. You know, it was nice. Very busy. In fact, it was so busy that we decided to take a day trip to, where was it?
Oh yes, they took the car to Podgora. And we found really nice, quiet beaches, still with the beautiful turquoise waters. So
and that was quiet. It was quiet.
Nice.
It was like a little fishing town. It seemed like it was a fishing town. It was quiet.
So
again,
we kind of found that actually, if you go out of the, you know, if you've got a car, then you can explore and find some quieter places. Yeah.
So from Bascavoda we moved up the coast to Split next, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Split. Split's nice, but
the whole town's lovely. To walk through the narrow streets on the day that we got there, it was baking hot and really high humidity. So
Split's full of like really narrow. It's like an old city, so it's full of really narrow sort of alleyways and things like that. And it's really interesting to walk around them all and see the ancient architecture and how it would have been sort of years ago. So it's really interesting. But Split itself, we
weren't bowled over, but because that was because we're travelling on a budget, and so the cheapest accommodation we could find was out in the suburbs, really. So from there we got the ferry across to Bratch.
Bratch.
I think it's Bratch.
Bratch, a place called Bull. I'm sure there'll be people correct us.
The town is called Bull.
It's a lovely island. It's one of these old-fashioned sort of islands. Again, narrow sort of alleyways, old architecture, very beautiful. It's got one of the most popular beaches in Croatia. It's called, what's the beach called?
It's like their postcard beach. It's called Zlatni Rat.
It's called the Golden Horn Beach.
It's what they have on like 90% of their tourism brochures and things. So it's just a big peninsula of stones which reaches out into the Adriatic. It's really beautiful.
Bratch, very, very beautiful island. Highly recommend it. It's a short catamaran trip across. It's only about an hour or so. Very quick, very efficient, very well priced, and it gets you over there very quickly. And there's plenty of accommodation. Well, this time of year there is, because they're only 40% capacity, and there's good deals to be had. You know, in fact the last bunch of places we stayed, they have like a little price menu in there to tell you what the actual rates are in normal seasons, and what we're getting the rooms for at the minute is a lot lower than what they usually are, which is why we've been getting good rooms with kitchens and things like that. So there are definitely deals to be had. Anyway, so we got the catamaran back to Split, and then got
really early in the morning.
Early in the morning. It's an early start, half 5 a.m.
6:30.
Yeah, and got
ferry was
and then we got back to Split and caught a bus to Šibenik. Šibenik's another one of these old sort of fishing ancient city towns, which has all the
walled city, isn't it?
The walled city, yeah, beautiful alleyways to explore, shops, all that sort of stuff, if that's what you're into. Very
Actually,
beautiful.
we got there on the Sunday. It was lovely.
It was dead. Yeah, we got there on the Sunday. It was quiet.
Everyone's really quiet on Sundays. I don't know where everyone disappears to, but we're making the most of it, so we could wander around and appreciate it.
In fact, those sorts of places, you'll just spend your days walking around the old city, taking it easy, in the shade, away from the sun. So that was nice.
And it's like on the Sundays when there's nobody there, it's like you own the whole entire city. Like you don't own the country.
But yeah, we were pleasantly surprised with Šibenik. That was really nice.
It's a nice place, yeah.
Really
and then from Šibenik,
we
hired a car. We decided to hire a car.
We were going to go and explore the Krka National Park and all the waterfalls. It's very similar to Plitvice that we went to previously, but again we had reports of it being overly busy. So.
Yeah, apparently it was heaving with people, and it's one of the very few waterfalls, one of the only waterfalls in in Croatia where you can swim with the waterfalls, but apparently
It's going to be the last year.
there was a queue to get in the water and get out the water as well as getting into the waterfalls. So,
It's ridiculous.
and it was expensive. It would have been like a 50-60 quid day for us just to stand with a massive amount of people looking at waterfalls and then take turns getting in the water, and that's not what
We
to
won.
do that. Yeah,
We won
silly.
the whole waterfall to ourselves.
So we decided to hire a car for 4 days.
Not official backpackers at the moment.
No, we're not yet. Yeah.
We're cheating a little bit, but it's for our own health.
And we went to the island of Murtar, which was a very beautiful island.
Really lovely.
We went-
It's connected via a bridge, so
Yeah,
we didn't
so-
have to get a boat or
yeah, so-
anything. We could take the car.
It was
It
like
was lovely.
we went there a few days ago. We were there a few days ago.
Yeah, so
2 days ago.
again, more beaches. All the girls have done is find a nice bit of space to jump into the sea. Anywhere these girls can find something to jump off into the sea, they're there, aren't you?
And
I think it's just the girls.
That's all of us, yeah.
and I did a perfect.
Who doesn't love jumping in?
I did a perfect dive
Yeah,
at a
sounds good.
place. It was amazing. I didn't go down like I usually did. I skimmed.
Yeah, you
Skimmed,
didn't belly flop.
I'm gonna do a belly flop in a minute.
No, but Murtar was nice. Once we finish in Murtar, we got.
In Mercer, yeah, we were supposed to drive back to Šibenik and drop the car back off there, and then get the bus up to Zadar. But like we just said, we're avoiding public transport, so we paid the relocation fee to drop the car off.
And
up
then here we are, Zadar again, another ancient town, city to walk around, narrow lanes.
So like tomorrow we're leaving.
And tomorrow we're leaving. Boo!
Boo! Boo!
Oh, but tell
Boo!
everybody what is further up here. What can we
Singing
hear?
mermaids. Well, there's holes where the music comes up.
So
A
there's.
hole about this big.
Yeah, they have.
It's officially called the sea organ, but it's the mermaids, isn't it?
It's the mermaids that make the music, right?
Yeah.
So we've been spending the last few days just chilling out, just trying to make the most of our time while we're away, because we're flying back to England tomorrow. Provided our flight still takes off, it should be, and then obviously into quarantine for 2 weeks when we get home.
Daddy's down.
We're going to go now because we're going to go jumping in the sea and enjoy our last day here and have some fun, right, girls?
Yeah.
Our last day of freedom.
Right, see you soon.
See you later. Bye.
So guess what? Another early morning adventure. But this early morning adventure is actually
different.
It's different because it's going to take us home today. We're on our way to the airport,
Great cry.
and we're quite sad. So we'll try and document it, the journey back on the plane and with the COVID rules and all that sort of stuff, and we'll let you know how we get on.
Bye.